In this short video, I want to convince you of one basic premise about digital marketing. You see, a lot of people think of digital marketing as a bunch of things you do. They are activity-driven processes. I do this, I do that, 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 with the hope that doing all these things will result in X, something. I want to challenge that proposition, and I want to challenge that proposition in this way. I think of digital marketing as assets that you are building. Why do I say that? Activities are things that are isolated in time. You do them, they finish. You do them, they finish. You do them, they finish. You don't think of activities normally as an investment, whereas assets are an investment. They are something that you are building which is going to deliver returns to you. The idea of an asset is that it delivers back, not sucks out of you. So if you think of your digital marketing efforts in terms of asset building, perhaps it will change the way that you're going to approach it across the board. Don't just write an article because it's going to be useful to someone for the next 5 minutes. Write an article that's going to be useful for someone for 5 years. Do a video that's going to be useful for 10 years. Deliver information that is going to be helpful for people over the long term. That's not to say you can't write time-sensitive things or do time-sensitive videos, but those are assets too. You are investing in your reputation as someone who is live to what's going on, who is an expert in their field, and who has their finger on the pulse of their particular industry. Similarly with social media, you might think, well, Chris, how does that feed into a social media strategy? Whereas I comment on something, or I hit the like button, or I engage with someone, and then that's the end, it's gone. No, it is not gone. You are investing in a relationship. You are building a relationship, and a relationship is an asset. That is not to dehumanize these things. These things are all connected with people, but they are all assets. So if you start thinking about everything you do in digital marketing as an asset, rather than an activity, I'm hoping that will change your overall perception of what digital marketing is about, rather than a series of frenetic things like a chook with your head cut off. Think of it as building assets. Do it strategically, do it well, dedicate the time to it, because you might well be living in the house that you're building over the long term. That may or may not have convinced you of anything. It might have just been 2 minutes of your life that you're never getting back, but hopefully it might just start sinking in that the things you do should be asset-driven, not activity-driven.